What's up? I'm Nykel, DeShawn. I got the setup a little bit different, so I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we're going to do it like this to start off. Today, we talk about how to set your life up to win. Let me go ahead and erase this real quick. Get money show. All right, yeah, today we're going to talk about how to set your life up to win. I'm hoping my sound is okay. I think it is, though. But it's a couple topics that we're gonna talk about that I'm sure can have you reflect on some things, maybe improve your situation. I'll tell you what worked for me, and you can choose to use, the things that happen in my life that might. I'm getting flustered, but hold up. But yeah, we're gonna talk about how to. All right, that's what we're talking about. I love this little blackboard. Who else do you know that got a little blackboard like that? It's like a chalkboard, but it's not chalk. It's like this fluorescent ink. I just love cool ish like that. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm like a gadgets freak, and one of my tips, I got a little laser pointer. It's like strong as hell. Got this joint off eBay. That could be one of them tips. If you want something for the low, they got damn near everything you can imagine. Like, and most of them is free shipping, and all of it is tax-free items, where you can get whatever you can pretty much think about. You can probably get on eBay for the low. So you might want to set you up an account and just check and see what it is, some of the items that you might be looking for. And we're gonna talk about that on today's show, okay? Let me move this camera this way. Ah, snap. Let's get to it. Alright. Like I said, I never used this little setup before. And my mouse on this computer is not working at all. So I'm kind of like flying in the wind as far as I need to have two up, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have two up today to do what we need to do. Alright, where we gonna start at? How to set your life up to win. I took a couple notes. It's gonna be a bit of a rant, but it is like I'm reading off the notes. If you know me, I keep it 100. Yeah, that's how we doing it. I'm just gonna read off the notes. I want to make sure I cover everything that I set out to talk about on the show today, on the Get Money show. All right. First of all, you need to figure out what it is that you want out of this life, okay? Alright, this is what I'm reading off of, just so you can see on this big computer. Alright, this setup is crazy. Hold on, I'm not used to this. I'm gonna put it right back here. Okay, cool. Alright, but yeah, you gotta figure out what you want out of your life, right? Is it money? Is it cars? Is it family? Is it happiness? Is it all of the above? Anything that you desire that come to mind, you need to go ahead and write that down. Matter of fact, you got to do better than that. Not just write it down. You got to do what I call like a dream file. You got to like see it. You got to see it clear. So my exercise that I do, and I would suggest that you would do it too, is grab pictures off the internet and stick them in a file. Make a habit of looking at them daily. stick them on what's known as an intention file or a reality file. I say reality or intention versus dream because, you know, most dreams is just that. It's just stuff you dream about. It's not attainable. It's not something that you can picture yourself holding on to. So that's why I call it a reality or an intention file. Yeah, but you know what? Do this exercise for at least 10 minutes a day. I got this show that I do Monday through Friday, where after the show, whoever's on the show, we do it together. We matter of fact, it's called the Morning Mastermind. It's at 10:30, and I'll give you the number to that real quick. Hold up. All right, it's 1-857-232-0158. 1-857-232-0158, and there's the access code to get in. The access code is 450717. All right, but in the morning with the people that's on the show, afterwards we do this for about 10 minutes. We grab everything we can off the internet and we stick it in an intention file and we look at it, and everything you desire, everything you want. I'm gonna show you mine just so you can kind of get a gauge of what I'm talking about. Let's see. And when you do this, you'll notice that it'll start building. It'll start building. All right, let me see. Let me show you my screen. Okay, you see my screen. All right, in this file, you see goals and intentions. Like sometimes I'll even write it down. That's what I said. Whenever you have some type of goal or intention or something hits you, you might get chills or something. You should just, wherever you at, just write it down. Right? I got a mirror there. I write it on in the bathroom, and you know, I just write it down. I got a marker that I keep close by, one of those dry erase markers, and I just write it on there. All right, and then I'll take a picture of the mirror later, and then go ahead and erase it and stick it in my intention files. Okay. Then I also have a dry erase board in my office, in my second office, located downstairs on the main floor, where, you know, I stick, you know, pictures and screenshots. Wherever you at, if you feel the need to say, okay, this should go on my intention file or my reality file, just go ahead and grab them. You know, just go ahead and grab and take a picture of it. Just do whatever you can to remember, you know, so that you can get it in these files. All right, and these files, look at it at least 10 minutes every day. Every day. That's what I do, and it keep me on point, on focus. Financial freedom, that's something that I'm going towards, as far as attaining. All right, just whatever pictures is something that you desire, go ahead and grab it, and it don't have to be anything monetary. It could be something, you know, you just want to be happy, you know, or you might want family. You want to live it up and party and have a good time. It could be your body, you know, like how you want to look on the outside, you know. You might want 8-pack abs, or it's really up to you. It's no limit. It's whatever you choose to look, you know, or it could be something crazy, like how you want your. I was thinking about doing this to my feet, for real. I know it might sound crazy to you, but it can be as detailed or specific. Also, I've studied martial arts. I want to get back into doing martial arts. But yeah, it could be something education. You know, I want to. I read this book. I stuck this book right here before I even had read it. Now it's read. You know, and you'll start to see. You'll start to notice that. You'll start to notice that the things that are in your files, you start to accomplish. That's why I want to call it a dream file, more of an intentional reality file. I actually call this my reality file. But you'll see that you start to acquire the things that are in there. I got this book downstairs. I needed to read that. I got this book. I need to read that. I don't have this book yet, but I definitely want to get it and read it. I don't have this book yet. One of my mentors, a millionaire cat of mine, suggested to get these books, The Science of Getting Rich, Bring the Best Out of People. And just by doing this, I just start. You'll notice that you start acquiring what you put in those files. You can go simple as putting food, the type of food you want to eat. You know, you know. So I have these apples in my refrigerator right now. It's just a good habit to start doing, to start heading towards your goals subconsciously and subconsciously and unconsciously. Transportation. I'm looking at some of the cars that I want and the items that might go in the car. I want a vehicle that has a refrigerator in it, something like this, you know, where you can travel and be comfortable while you travel. So make sure you're seeing it. Yep. So yeah, just start grabbing stuff off the internet. What I do is I just go to, oh, that's right, you can't see all that. Hold up. Let me get it so you can see what I'm doing. All right, simply what I do, I just go on the internet and say, it don't even have to be nothing fancy. Start, if you can't think of nothing off rip, just go like Dream Life and just start grabbing images. Click, then right click, save image as, and then stick it in your dream file. Just make a dream file, put it somewhere where you can find it, or maybe in your pictures. I said dream file. I apologize. I meant to say reality file or intentions file. And I searched for Dream Life because I know a lot of the pictures that I was looking for would be in Dream Life, and it is. Well, whatever you desire, you want to, you know, be chilling in the beach, you know, relaxing, just go ahead and grab it. Right click, save image as, and then save in that file, and just look at that file and then start separating them up by things, by places. You can get as detailed as you want. It's your intention. It's your file, so you can get as detailed as you want. This is kind of cool. I like that. Snap. I wish it was bigger though. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's hot. I really like that. But don't be intimidated by the things that you might see. And I guess that goes to the next part of the next part of what we was going to talk about today. I'm just reading off this notepad for real. But this is stuff that I do that keep me focused, it keep me energized, it keep me hyped, to keep chasing after my intentions or what I set out to have. And it's like what I do is I do this for at least 10 minutes a day, and it's cool exercise. Like I was saying, it lets you start heading in that direction, subconsciously and unconsciously, subconsciously and consciously. Well, I'm a little off today. I'll just be honest with you. Like I don't know. I'm off for real. I ate breakfast, but I'm still off. But yeah. Once you get enough like images or whatnot in your files, first of all, you'll notice. I've noticed some of those things I start to acquire, start to attain, like in real life. And I still keep them in there mixed with the stuff that I don't have yet. But what you'll notice is that more and more stuff you'll start to accumulate, and more so than having the items, I focus on the actions behind the items. And that's what I was gonna say next, is once you get all the items that you feel like you need for right now in that file, I start writing down next to it. You know, the actions that it would take to get those items. Like how many widgets would I have to sell, or because you might like those big boy trips or a big boy car or a Lambo or whatever you might want. You might say like, damn, I only make like $10 an hour. I can't do it. Like, I want you to stop saying I can't and start saying how can I. Instead, say how can I get it. Because for real, those items are attainable by anybody who take the initiative to go out there and get it, for real. So saying how can I activates like that like winner inside of you to go ahead and go out there and get it. And just I want you to test what I'm saying in your life. Yeah, you don't have to take what I'm saying as gold or granted. I mean, but I do want you to think about what I'm saying and test it out in your life and see if what I'm saying is true. Stop saying I can't and start saying how can I do this or how can I do that. A prime example is me. You know, I've been doing my thing for a while. As far as, you know, doing business and not having a traditional job, and a lot of people, you know, might say, you know, I can't do that, or, you know, I can't survive without a job. But I mean, if you could think about providing your own job, or how much income that it would take to, you know, be comfortable or be extremely comfortable or be abundant, you can start thinking of ways on how to be able to, instead of saying I can't do it. So when you say I can't, you shut your brain down, and your brain's like, you know, you said I can't, so there's no more to think about. But when you say how can I, it activates your brain to think of like different ways, different possibilities of how you can get what you want out of your situation. My hair looking crazy, but it's cool. Let me see. Yeah, because when you say how can I, it can be like, you know, how many cars will I have to wash at $10-15 an hour? You know, it might be, you know, you might want like $1,000. So how many cars would it take to get $1,000? I'm about to do the math. It should be some time, 10 times. Really, it should be 1,000. Say if your goal is $1,000 to get something that's in your intention files. $1,000 divided by $10. So that means you have to wash 100 cars. So how can you find, 100 cars to wash, or you can do it another way. Well, shoot, I don't, that's too many cars, right? So what else can I do to get $1,000? You can sell $100 product, something where you get $100 commission or $100 net off of something, and do the same thing. $1,000 divided by $100. I'm doing the calculator on the computer screen. Equals 10. So you have to sell 10 different items for $100. You feel me? So it's more like, how can I? Not, something that I can't do. I want you to get that out your vocabulary, man. Go ahead and get that out of your vocabulary. Yeah. So write down them steps. Like when you get your intention file, your reality file to a certain level where you like, okay, I'm cool. I done looked up all the houses that I want to, be in, or the kind of cars that I want to be in. When you do that, when I do that, I take that 10 minute time, and I start writing out action plan how I'm gonna get those things. I refresh my memory by going in there, looking at the items that's in the files, but then beside the files, I write down notes on how I'm acquired, like the game plan, like how many cars. Well, I'm not washing cars, but if I wanted to, how many clients do I have to get at, this dollar amount to acquire that thing that I want. It's levels to it. I was reading on our morning show. If you want access to the audios on the morning show, hit me up or click that link below. It should be an email, and email me or something. My phone number attached to the email, so you can call me. Yeah, my phone number ain't hard to find in my emails or whatever. But yeah, I was gonna say, if you want access to the audios, just hit me up some kind of way, or Facebook me. That's probably the easiest way. Facebook.com/NykeDIGITAL. It's NykeDIGITAL. However you spell digital. My spelling ain't the best. But yeah, just go ahead and do that. I think we had somebody pop on. What's up, homie? It's my homeboy. Ant. You looking real aggressive over there. You can. It's good to see you smile, though. Glad you could hop on, man. I was just telling them like little ways that they could set their life up to win, and I went over an intention file, man. A lot of people say dream boards, cutouts. We in 2014, man. I mean, dream boards is cool if you want to do it like that. Just to me, that's like getting a rotary dial phone to me. I'd rather just be able to grab something off the internet versus cut it out with your scissors. I ain't saying these is obsolete yet, but just grabbing it off the computer and sticking it in a file is a lot more easier to me. Because I'm about saving time. I didn't write this in my notes, but I would say saving time would be another thing. Always look for ways to save your time. For example, I got this little program called Mighty Text, where I can text from my computer, because I can text a lot faster with my hands, with my fingers versus on my phone. So that's another tip I can give you for today is Mighty Text. I mentioned that before on the show a long time ago, but if y'all ain't never catch it or y'all new to the show, then yeah, I just wanted to say that Mighty Text. MightyText.net. You got to download it to your computer and download it to your phone, but it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's cool. Can I show you? I could, but just look it up. All right, let me get these headphones because I can't even hear you, Ant. I can't even hear you talk. Hold on. Where's it at? All right, I can hear you now. What's going on? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool, cool. All right, what else we can talk about today? No foul, no foul. Eliminate I can't out your vocabulary. That's very important. Start saying how can I. Let me see. Yeah, the action part is very important. I mean, it's one thing to grab all the pictures you want and fantasize about the house you want, the car you want to drive, the lifestyle you want to live, but you got to take action. That's really important, extremely important. Is to start taking action, and that's why I was giving you the tip that one of the tips that I use daily. After you get to a certain point with the intentions and the items that you want in your files, just go ahead, write on the side of it in a note file or something, and save it close to your pictures. You know what it's going to take to get those items. Like what action steps is it going to take for me to be able to acquire that? Like, so am I going to have to learn a new trade? Am I going to have to how many items am I going to have to sell? So yeah, something that I do. Don't be afraid to F up. We used to cuss on the show all the time, but that's too much work to be trying to trying to bleep everything out. So I'm not gonna cuss as much because this show go on TV now. But and they don't like that. So yeah, don't be afraid to F up. You know, you're gonna find that things change, and you got everything don't really necessarily work like it used to, and what worked today might not work tomorrow, and you got to figure out like what works for you. So don't be afraid to mess up. The most successful people are the people that messed up the most, that effed up the most. So yeah, don't be afraid to go out there and make mistakes, man. It's better to go out there and do it and mess up than never had done it at all. Because then at least you had that learning lesson behind why it worked or why it didn't work. Alright, yeah, everything's not gonna be rosy, but that's cool, man. that's alright. Let me see, part two of this I was gonna say, stay away from negative energy. Stay away from negative energy. If there's people in your life that's negative, it might be hard for you, but you have to make a choice. You know, do I want the kind of life that I want to live, or do I want to be susceptible to the negativity and let it, you know, like drown me, and then I won't have the type of life for me or my family that I want to live because I didn't cut that off. You have to just make a choice. You got to make a choice. As simple as that. Would you agree with me, Ant?
No, absolutely.
It's about decision making a choice.
I mean, situation's a situation,
Yeah.
but you choose whether or not you want to win or lose. That's my personal feeling on it, having changed over the years. I was, you know, I might have believed that once upon a time, you know, it's your circumstance, it's, you know, the neighborhood you grew up in, or the, you know, just, you know, you had a bad break, you weren't born into a great family, this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, the most successful people choose to win. And you can choose to win. So everybody can choose to win. How you get there, man, that's the journey. You'll never figure. I mean, you could never in a million years tell me I would be where I'm at today 20 years ago, or even 5 years ago for that matter. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy journey, up and down, up and down. However, we're still winning. So, yeah.
Yeah, I want to give an example of my mom's, man. Some of the viewers might know like my situation, you know, my childhood, whatever. It wasn't the greatest. That's cool. But it's basically what I did with it. But I want to talk about my mom's. Like my mom, she hasn't really been in my life. You know, I love her. However, something that I commend her for, that is something that she did recently. She recently had a stroke, and she survived her stroke. And I was talking to her, and it's like before her stroke, she had like a lot of negative situations around her, and she she allowed a lot of negative things to go on in her life. But I noticed after the stroke, it must have been after she had talked to the doctor, and the doctor was saying, you know, you got to eat right, you got to be stress free. She basically had to cut off a lot of her family members that was being negative, because it's like, are you gonna let the stress, get people and negative surroundings kill you, or do you want to live and be happy? And she had to make that choice. So I noticed as soon as right after she had that stroke, anything negative that was going on in her life, like she got a sister that's like a beast. I had to cut her off years ago. Her sister is just terrible. I know when somebody probably got one family member in their life that no matter what, they always got to be negative and cause a lot of drama in your life. And you got to cut them off, family or not. You know, that it's just not healthy for you. You got to make sure that you take care of that one person that mean the most, and it should be yourself. And so that's what my mom did. She cut off her sister, and anything, like if she ever calls, she don't pick up. And it's not to be mean or nothing. It's just to say, hey, you know, you gotta take care of me. You know, it's time to take care of self. And it's because it's cool to be selfish. In those type instances, it's okay to be selfish. You know, just let them know, like, look, I love you, but if you're gonna come around me, you gotta come around me right. You can't be giving all that negative. You gotta come around me positive. And that's whether you're susceptible to stroke or not. You can't let people stress you out and have that negative energy around you. So I commend my mom on doing that. You know, on going there to have that to have her life, you know, life a little bit better. Yeah, I noticed with me, like, if we start to like travel down that road, say something that might like piss her off or something, she'll let me know like real quick. Now, she didn't used to do this. She'll let me know real quick, like, you know, I can't have you talking like that. You know what I mean? Like, so it's cool. I respect it, and yeah. That's just something to think about. I don't know. It was easier for me, not going too much into my story. It was kind of easy for me to cut off my negative influences. But that's something that definitely helped me in my situation, not to have that around, because it could be like a crab in a bucket type situation. You know, you hang around negative people, they always gonna try to pull you back down. But you hang around positive people, and they actually lift you up. Also, along with that, I would say negative habits. Those are definitely as bad as negative friends and family or people. It might be, you might have internal struggles in your life. Like for me, one of my habits was smoking. I always used to smoke blacks real heavy. Just messing my lungs all the way up. Like I was feeling it. I was fatigued. I was tired a lot. It was just zapping my energy. My health, you know, my throat used to hurt all the time. It was just money going out, nothing every day. Sometimes you gotta nip those in the bud too. Get rid of your negative habits. And it's one thing to get with friends and habits to get rid of them, but it's another to replace it. I found that replacing those negative things in your life with positive things helps you keep the negative things away. So I don't know. When it comes to the negative friends, I would say get some positive friends. Like look around and see who's positive in your surroundings, or maybe so on the internet. Like me and Aunt, we don't live in the same city. We met up in a convention. I want to say, where we meet up? What city was it? We done been all over. I know we connected in Florida.
Was it Chicago?
Was it Chicago? We was both in Chicago, but I don't know.
What was that? Chicago?
Was it Denver? Denver?
What? Yeah, I think it was Denver.
It might have been worse. No, it was worse than DC. It was worse than DC.
It was DC. Yeah, it was DC. I forgot about the little mid thing. DC.
Yeah. So yeah, like connect with positive people, man. And if you don't meet them at like a little positive event or something, you know, church. You can go to church and find positive people. On the internet, just looking up YouTube, like look up good topics on YouTube that you might be interested in, and reach out to them on YouTube. And it's you got to think, how can I? It's a lot of different ways that you can do to go ahead and find people that you can be, you know, positive with. But what else he's gonna talk about? Yeah, I think that's all I wrote. we got like, let's say like 20 more minutes to go on the show, man. I feel like cutting it right here, but shoot, you got anything you want to talk about, man? I was telling about eBay. We could tell them little ways to save money, just then rant a little bit.
Sure. I mean, we can go into elaborating on your negative influences. I think what started for me is that first you got to start with yourself. I know what happened with me. I did a little thing like a one-day news fast, which is basically not taking any negative news in for 24 hours, not watching CNN, ABC, NBC, CBS, not watching the news, and not reading the newspaper, and not listening to like talk radio. Now, radio was a little different because we always listen to music. That's uplifting. However, taking just random messages that are coming in that you have no control over, and you don't realize you don't have control over because you're just kind of like going with the flow. I tell you that 24 hours turned into 7 days, turned into 3 months, turned into 10 years. And the best part about that was I didn't intentionally start to do it for like 10 years. However, I felt so much better. I was already a naturally positive, half full kind of guy, but working in the environment I worked in, with everybody's negativity, I began to find that my own self, I was becoming more negative, having more of a negative attitude, a glass half empty kind of guy. So what I did, and you may be in that position, what I did in order to speed up the process, because you can speed up the process. First, you can do just what Nyke talked about, getting around positive people. I wouldn't say cut your friends and family loose, but what's going to happen is they'll just start to fall by the wayside. Is that if you spend 2 hours, engaging in gossip with a friend, obviously that's not good. Cut that down to 30 minutes, right? And if you spend an hour with somebody, cut that down to 15 minutes. So whatever you're doing, just cut it down, and you'll find less and less. Now, what happened with that news fast is that it let a doorway open so that so you can basically, because you're not going to get rid of the negativity, what you will do is you will like kind of dilute it. So you guys see what's going on in the back here, all these tapes, CDs, books, all these things right here. We always talk about that. Nyke's talked about it on previous shows. Is what I did was back in the day, and I still have that radio too. I had a double cassette radio I bought, and it played both sides. So I would go get tapes and CDs and all that type of stuff, and I would play it at night. I'd go to sleep to it and wake up to it, and I did that for like 3 months. And just whether you think you're consciously bringing it in your psyche or not, it's going in your subconscious. And little by little, you'll start to have a better attitude. You'll start to feel, you wake up more refreshed. It never made sense to me, but people go to the gym, they work out, but then they watch CNN, which is constant negative news. So they're trying to work out and get real healthy, but they're watching this, such and such got shot on the block, this one got, and why I say constant negative news, when it comes to inner city, I'll just say it like that, you can probably count on one hand, or maybe not one hand, you have to tell me of any feel-good stories that actually make it to the news spot, and I'll tell you find it real hard, because everything's about somebody got shot, this one drowned, this one baby, this one got killed, this one got raped, and all that other crazy stuff. That stuff's gonna happen regardless. In fact, quite honestly, I get the street news anyway. Both Nyke and I work in an industry where we're gonna get the news anyway, regardless. and probably get the right version of the news versus, say, the propaganda news that's always skewed one way or the other. So you do that, you start to bring this good stuff in, what you'll find is you'll become a way more positive person. Now, negativity has its place in a sense of if you lose a loved one, you've got to go through a period of mourning, a family member sick, a good friend. I mean, those emotions have their purpose. However, just sitting there 24/7, everything you're skeptical, negative about, I mean, people, you just can't be, I mean, honestly, you can be that way, but I'd rather be happy. So honestly, I'd rather be happy and have peace, and I don't let anybody mess with my peace. And that's really where it is about being centered. So you find a lot of people, they go to church to find peace, or they say God, but honestly, you're just trying to find peace. That some people meditate. At the end of the day, when somebody comes in your psyche and they're popping all this negativity, or he said, she said, or gossip's one of the worst. I'm guilty of that unintentionally. You just have to cut it loose, and you'll find that you will be in a better place mentally. The people around you that are supposed to be around you, that's for you, they're going to be there to support you. And the people that say that they're supporting you never were there in the first place. So that's just my take on it.
Yeah, cool. Appreciate your take on it, man. The show got wrapped up early. So we could give them start giving them tips, man. I'm a rant. I was talking about Mighty Text, and recently, I don't know. I've been new about eBay. Everybody know about eBay, but am I the last one? Have you ever shopped on eBay? I've been on eBay bananas over here, I've been.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm one of those transition cats. I have shopped on eBay, but I've actually never. I'm just recently having stuff delivered. I actually used to go to the place and pick it up. I've gone as far as Toronto to pick up a printer, just because that whole new platform. I was like, yeah, that's not really. I don't know, but yeah, I shop on eBay. I don't shop. It's not like my thing. I'll go and look at stuff on eBay, but I know it's a lot of people's things. A lot of people do a lot of shopping on eBay. I shop on Amazon. I mean, it's little by little. Everybody is in a different place. People that are younger than me, I mean, I'm 44, so people that are like 30, 20, that's probably what they do. They probably just shop online until, like we go to the store.
Reason why I mentioned eBay is because not only do they got great deals, you could take the items that you find on there. I got I done bought I got 4 or 5 things coming in from eBay right now. This is one of the items I bought, a laser pointer. Now, I'm a gadgets freak, freak. This is one of them exceptional, high-powered, you shoot it in the sky and it goes to outer space. You can touch a star. It's really high-powered. I went to a gun and knife show. Y'all got gun and knife shows where y'all at?
Yep.
I went to a gun and knife show in my city for this exact same type of laser pointer. Matter of fact, I might have it around here somewhere. Yeah. This another laser pointer. It don't work anymore. I bought this 3 years ago. But when I bought this one, it was $60, man. So I go on eBay and grab this one, and this mug is $9.99. It was no tax and no shipping. They send out for $7. So what that tell me, the hustler in me say, Nyke, that means you can sell this for 20. You know what I'm saying? Grab about 10 of these and just get them off for 20 and make a quick profit. At least flip your money, if that's what you choose to do. So that's the tip. That's a get money tip. Go on eBay, find items that normally might be a high ticket item, and then you can grab a few of them and test them out and sell them. You get some quick cash. What else? I don't even know what this is yet. I haven't opened it yet. I'm gonna do an open box review, or what's it called? I forget. I'm gonna do an open box review on this on another show on another channel. I got another channel where I open packages up. I forget what I call that stuff though. I don't know. It's a new channel.
I don't know. I posted somewhere if y'all can find it. Not that I really care, but it's just something that I do on the side. But I know they got phones on there. You can get you a cell phone for cheaper than what they sell them in the stores. They selling a laptop, everything you can think of, man. I think I'm late with it, but I think it's a lot of people that are late on that eBay train. But just go on there and do some searching, boy. They got some items, and I'm a geek too, a gadgets geek. But yeah, I said eBay. Let me see, what's another? At this point, it's strictly rants. Strictly rants. I'm trying to think.
eBay's changed a lot, though. They used to make a lot of money with shipping.
They used to make a lot of money with shipping.
Yeah, not eBay per se, the people that were selling stuff. So if you sold something and they sold it to you for like $7.99, they tell you the shipping was $12.99 because they wanted $20 anyway.
Yeah.
It only cost $1 to ship. So games changed, platforms changed. It is what it is.
I'm trying to think, man. What's up? Anything in the industry? I probably mentioned this before in another show, but anything that you like interested in, go out and look for it on YouTube, man. You can figure out how to make money with it. That's just damn near anything. Anything that you have a passion about, I would say just go look it up, start getting immersed in it, and you can figure out a way to get some money off of it. That's though for online and offline. Like if it's online, you can figure out a way to start training people how to do what you do. Like if it's music or something, you train people how to rap or train people off of courses. You know, it's $25.99 or $39.99. I'll send you a course on how to rap or how to produce music or something like that. It's like it's a lot of ways to get money, man. When I see people like out and like bums or people that's homeless or whatever, like I don't look down on them, but because I was homeless at one point, but it's like don't be just coming up and asking me for money, man. Like what can you do? What service can you provide? Don't make me just try to feel guilty and hand you some dollars. Like if I see somebody I know their situation is effed up, I'll give them money a lot quicker if they offer me something in return, like a business or service. And that's something that you can always do. Like you living and breathing, you can like offer to wash my car or wash the windows or something like that. I respect a lot more than can you I'm homeless sign, can you give me some change? I don't really like that, man. I said if somebody was out on the sides, offering a service or a product, look, I'm effed up, I'm homeless, but here's my CD, or here's my, I don't know, a service. I can come cut your grass for you. I just need, something. Just don't be asking me for no cash. This is how I roll. That's how I roll. You said, You said you give up the money, huh?
No, I'm worse than that.
You worse than that? Dude. You see, ain't nothing you can do for me, bro. Get away from me.
Look, I used to be really bad. Like I said, personal development, boy, is a long way. It used to be horrible. Because I work for everything. I mean, ain't nobody give nobody nothing here. And the funny part about it is there's some kind of like aura going around in this generation or last few generations where because you're born, you're supposed to get. Wrong. Wrong answer. The lion, the mother lion teaches its cubs how to go out there and hunt and do what it does. After that, she sends you on your way. You got to go make it happen. So at the end of the day, you're not promised nothing except for life and death, pretty much, and that's it. When you died, nobody know. What you do with your life, that's the vacation and the journey. So to me, when they used to come around, because I've seen shenanigans. I've seen cats that used to do that. That's their job. I mean, I know a cat personally. He used to do that every day, and every day, like work, he'd get off, and he go around the corner, change out of his clothes, and hop in his Mercedes. So it is what it is. I don't know. So I had a pretty bad taste in my mouth behind seeing stuff like that. But then afterwards, somebody kind of spoke to me. I was like, I think you're absolutely right. You know, if somebody said that they was hungry, I would definitely buy them something. Because before I wouldn't give you nothing. I wouldn't even buy you anything. So just to kill all the shenanigans, if they're really, really hungry, hey, listen, go order whatever you want. I pay for it. Then when they come with the shenanigans backwards, they start doing the moonwalk, and I'm like, well, again, you must not be hungry then. And I just keep it moving. So some people that I see, that's all they do. Pretty much, I got no words for you. If I see you trying to do something, that's different. You know, I believe, you know, I'd rather you offer you an opportunity than, you know, I'm into the teach a man how to fish versus give a man a fish. You don't eat for a day, but if you teach you how to fish, you can go ahead and do what you got to do. So that's just how I feel, and that's just my take on it throughout the years.
Yeah. I'm pretty much like that. It's just if you offer me a service, then I'm more likely to give you some money. If I know you down and out and you got like you offering something to help you get out the street, that's what I give it up for that though. I got this cat in my city. His name Virgil. Everybody know him. He always be on the corner dancing. He don't never have no product or service, but to me that's like entertainment. So I give him money off of entertainment, and I know he's not like homeless, and I know that's his thing, but he's entertaining me. So I will give it up for him. Like if you got some type of guitar or some shit, you being entertaining or something, I give it up. You know, I don't even think he smoked crack neither, but he looked like he do. I think he might have used to. I don't think he do it no more. But that's just his gig. That's what he do. He don't drive no Mercedes or nothing, but I know he ain't homeless. But he get money. But yeah, how many minutes we got? We got like 7 more minutes, man. I've been learning a lot. Can you see me still, man? I can't even see myself. My screen went blank. Can you see my face?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. At least y'all can see me. All right, well, what you call it going in and out, man. What up? Shit, constantly learn and constantly grow, man. That's what I would say to get it. And what you'll do is you'll start to notice, like me and I heard Anthony just say, you'll start to see yourself change into a better self. And that's what I'm pushing, is for people to become their better self, their best self. And what we doing, we constantly growing, we constantly changing. I'm not the same person I was last year. I'm not the same person I was, a couple months back. I'm not the same person I was last week. I'm constantly growing, and the only way you can really keep changing and growing is to get that good stuff in, hang around, like-minded people, them positive people, put the good audios in, like my guy Ed over there with the 1,000,001 CDs and tapes. I got them over here too. They all up there, there, and they over here, and
yeah.
So it's like constantly putting that good stuff in. Well, it gets you to change to that better self. You'll start to see opportunities that you didn't see before. Just start to see them like right in front of you. That's what I was saying. Don't never say I can't do this or I can't do that. Start thinking in terms of how can I? Because once you start reading books like that, you'll open up and you'll be able to see stuff that just ordinary people don't see. And I say ordinary in the fact that most people don't do this ish. Like most people don't do this. They don't take the time to read these books. They think it's corny. They think it's whack, but it's like it's an acquired taste, just like alcohol, just like smoking. You know what I'm saying? That stuff it's nasty. When I first picked up a cigarette, it was nasty, but you get used to it. But on the positive side, it might be stuff that just you're not used to, and it might be hard for you to digest at first, but then when you get into it, you begin to find a love for it. Some people don't like drinking water. You know, it was a point in time in my life I ain't like drinking water, but now it's no thing. I don't even drink it cold no more. I like lukewarm water. A lot of people can't stand that.
Yeah, you're supposed to drink it that way anyway.
So yeah, I did hear that. So you got to start thinking about what's best for you in the long run and get your life set up like that so that you can win this thing called life, man. We definitely got some things going on online that I can get you hip to as far as how to get some money online, man. I've been learning a ton of ish, man. Find you a mentor, somebody you can roll with that been there, done that, so you don't gotta bump your head so many times before you figure it out. I recently found me a good one, and to help me do even better than what I was doing before online. But you know, you can follow me a little bit or follow my guy, and whoever led you to this video. Follow them. But I should have a link right down there below. I don't think Ant set his up to where he has a link, but we both on Facebook, man. Shout out your Facebook, man, so they can holler at you.
Oh, you can find me at Anthony Jackson on Facebook.
All right.
Or you can find me at Anthony Jackson Marketing and Mindset. That's my fan page. Well, you just go there for tips, and I just put out we just put out good content on how to market online. You know, just every day we dropping something.
All right, you can find me on at NykeDIGITAL. That's my business page for my online lifestyle. www.getmoneywithnyke.com. You can find me there. But yeah, that's what we doing, man. We learning and we growing, and we teach folk how they can get it too, so we can grow and learn together. You know what I noticed? I might as well mention this. We got about like 2 more minutes for the show. I noticed something, man. It be, you know, that crab in a bucket mentality. That be with people that ain't got ish, like people that really don't have much. They want to pull people down. But I noticed that the people that got stuff in my city too, they help push you up. I got this little this dude that I deal with. He made like several $1 million in the street. He did over 20 years, got out, still had his money, still, you know, bounced back from that. You know, he's like a millionaire from the street, from selling drugs or whatever. I'm gonna be honest. And I was like, man, you know, I'm starting to make money online, and you know, I'm really getting it, bro. I'm about to hit it. I'm about to be rich, bro. And I said that to him, and he was like, you know, normally like you say that to a person, I was thinking like, man, you know, he might feel a certain kind of way, but dude was like, man, that's great, man. I commend you, bro. Keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's what like positive people, that's what they do. They build you up. They don't tear you down. So watch who you around. Just watch who you around, and get around people that'll push you up, man. That'll uplift you. Yeah. So that's my thoughts on it. So I hope that you got some kind of tips, some kind of nuggets, man, in this how to set your life up to win little episode. And we're about to get on out of here, man, unless you got some closing thoughts, Ant.
No, man. You know, I just came in. I ain't been on the show in a while, man. Had a little bit of life, and we had life happen to everybody. So life happens to me also. And again, you know, like I said, if I wasn't doing all my preparing for the last, you know, had I not made a decision to go somewhere I'd never been before, all this would have never transpired. I'd have never met you. And this started well over like 10, 11, 12 years ago. So you got to remember the decisions you make today set the path for where you're going to be at 5 years from now. So always remember that. People always say, well, I'm not where I want to be. No, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, because all the decisions that you made 5 years ago have you right where you're at now. So just embrace where you're at, see where you're going, and move forward.
Well said, well said. And we'll see you next time on the Get Money Show at 2, Sundays at 2. Yeah.
Peace.